In this Excel video, I will teach you 5 Microsoft Excel productivity keyboard shortcuts. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. And productivity shortcut number 1 is quickly create a chart based on selected data. For example, let's say I want to create a chart that shows quarterly sales by department. I can just click and drag to highlight that information, and then the keyboard shortcut is just the F11 key. Now, on some keyboards, you may need to hold the function key first. If you have a full keyboard, you may be able to just tap F11. On my laptop, I have to hold function and tap F11. And look what happens. A chart is created based off of my data that I had selected. And Excel has put that chart on a new tab or sheet. Now that it's created the chart, I can double click on chart title, for example, and rename it, something like that. And then I could also bold it and make other cosmetic changes to the chart. Another change I could make is I could click on the chart and then go up here to the chart design tab, which only shows up if you have a chart and you've selected that chart, and then you'll see that tab. And if you look here at the left, there's add chart element. I can click there and add maybe an axis title, horizontal. There it is. And I can double click on it or triple click if needed. And I can put in departments. Again, I'll probably want to bold that and make it bigger. And then I can click back on the chart, go to chart design, add chart element, axis title, primary vertical. Now I can triple click on that and title that axis sales, for example. Triple click on it. I'll make it bold, make it bigger. Okay, so this chart is much better. This is basically what I want. And I could leave it here on a separate spreadsheet, or I could put it with my data on this spreadsheet. To move it, I could just click on it. And really, I should right click on it. I'll just copy it in this case, and then click here on the productivity shortcuts sheet. And then I can click and Control V to paste. I'm going to zoom out a bit here in the lower right corner. And now I can resize the chart and I can move it where I want it to appear. So the F11 keyboard shortcut is great for quickly throwing together an Excel chart. It may not always be exactly what you're looking for, but it's a great starting point. If you want to learn more about charts in Excel, please watch my many other videos about charts in Excel. Let's move on to productivity keyboard shortcut number 2, which is apply percentage formatting to selected cells. You can see here in column E that I have percentages. Conversion rates is what they are. And here on the Home tab in the number group, you can see that they are set up as percentages. That's how they're formatted. But what if they were just as general data? I could quickly convert them into percentages without taking my hands off the keyboard by just selecting the data with the mouse, or again, if I want to keep my hands on the keyboard, I could hold the Shift key on the keyboard and tap the down arrow to highlight that range, and then hold Control, hold Shift, and tap the percentage key on the keyboard. For me, that's number 5. So Control, Shift, 5 or %, and it applies the percentage format to that range of cells. The more you can keep your hands on the keyboard, the more efficient and effective you'll be as an Excel user. Let's move on to Excel productivity keyboard shortcut number 3, which is insert a line break inside a single cell for better readability. And you can see an example of this here. Without line break being applied inside a cell, this would be the result. So you can see a line break has been used here, but not here. To apply a line break in this cell, when I'm typing, let's say I've typed yes monthly. Now I want a line break. All I have to do is hold Alt and tap Enter on the keyboard, and a line break is applied. You can see that the cursor has moved below yes monthly, and now I can continue typing. Now maybe I need another line break. Alt Enter, and then when I'm done, tap Enter again, and my 2 line breaks have been applied perfectly in cell G3. In most cases, I don't think this is really necessary. It's okay if your data spills over into the next cell. It's not really in the next cell, it just looks like it is. So in most cases, this isn't necessary, but there are times when you want or need all of the text or data inside of a cell to be visible, but you don't want to increase the width of the column And so in those cases, use Alt-Enter to insert line breaks. Our fourth Excel productivity keyboard shortcut is apply a border to selected cells. Let's say that I'd like to add a piece of data here to my spreadsheet, actually a couple of pieces of data. I want the date of the most recent update to be listed here in cell B8, and underneath that, I want the time of the most recent update to be listed below. But following the same layout and format that I have here above, I'd like to outline these new pieces of information with a box around them. All I have to do is select the range that I want to create a box around, hold Control, hold Shift, and tap the ampersand key, which typically is the same as the number 7. Now if I click away from that selected range, you can see that it worked. There's now a box outlining that range of cells. Great, it's time for our fifth and final lesser-known Excel productivity keyboard shortcut, and that is open Workbook Statistics to see data insights. At any point in time when you're using Excel, all you have to do is hold Control, hold Shift, and tap G on the keyboard, and the Workbook Statistics dialog box opens up, and you can quickly see how many cells have data in them, how many tables, charts, how many total sheets, how many formulas are used, etc. So those are 5 lesser-known Excel productivity keyboard shortcuts. I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please like, follow, and subscribe. And when you do, click the bell and you'll be notified when I post another video. If you'd like to support my channel, the best way to do that is to become a channel member, but you could also click the thanks button below the video. You could support me through my Patreon account or by buying channel merch, and you'll see information about those options in the description below the video. Speaking of supporting the channel, thank you so much to my fantastic, super techie channel supporters. I really appreciate how you support the channel.